Hello, folks. Well, I'm afraid it's grim news today. Like the Eton clown has won power, and I am going to say this: that for the first time, ever, if it's not more apparent, that the whole thing is rigged. How can a bloke who goes from car crash to event, refuses to debate, refuses to give everything that he needs to do to be win, it just doesn't make sense. And I think that we have seen again the Tories getting greedy, that they've decided that we're not trusted to give them the results that should be given, so they just make it up as they go along. And I'll tell you exactly how they do it as well. It's all between the ballot box and the polling stations to the count. Those cars are not escorted, they're not protected, they are literally taken, these boxes are literally taken by people to the count. And it takes 30 seconds for, say, stop at a traffic lights. Somebody opens the door, takes out the ballot box and puts in a pre-arranged one. This is how they do it. And it's going to be more of the same, because there's too much at stake for them. They want Britain out of the EU. And, America wants to carve up the NHS. All the rights and everything else that we've had for the last 30, 40 years will go, and we will turn into a land of very rich people and very poor people, and the very poor people will have no rights, no nothing, except to look forward to of a 12-hour grind a day for very little money. So I am, for one, quite angry about all of this. There's no way on this shape or earth that idiot should have won. And, I really, really do believe that we have seen a rigged, thrown election, like we saw with the Scottish referendum, which was rigged and thrown. And we had video and photo evidence of that, of sealed and padlocked ballot boxes being opened up and tipped onto a table, and inside were pre-collated, sealed in elastic bands of votes already counted. These things are going on, and I think it's disgusting. I've said this for years. Follow the transport of the ballot box. Follow it, because that's where it happens. That's where the switch happens. And, I think we will find in years to come, long after I've gone, that this election was thrown, that they were all so desperate not to let the socialists in, and that we had to be all good little capitalists, because we are living in a benign dictatorship. We call it benign because they are overtly benign to the rest of the world. But, it's really, really, really bad. Very, very disturbed that we have now got another 5 years of the vile Tory bastards. I'm very, very down and very, very unhappy, because, I'm disabled, I'm mentally ill, I'm physically ill, I'm a lot of things, and, this party has done nothing more than killing off people like me. I am made to feel like I am not worth anything, and I'm so sorry, but I should not have to explain and excuse my living just because some rich bastard is interested in adding another zero to his massive fortune, and who couldn't spend his money in his whole life if he wanted to. And I'm sitting here, I can hardly heat the home, I'm just going from poor week to poor week. You know, Boris Johnson has never had to like worry about where he, you know, mummy and daddy sorted everything out for him. They sorted him out at Eton, they sorted him out at Oxford, they sorted him out with his first job, got him his first job in the newspapers, they financed him in his first job like as the MP, like, you know, and every single job he's been is like Theresa May. He's just a complete and utter arsehole. And people voted for him because Uncle Rupert Murdoch told them to do it. And because of that, they want to kill people like me. And I just think that's disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Like, you know, just think about it, folks. You have been ripped off royally. This is what the Tories do. They have lied, cheated all the way through for years. And now, because they were so frightened of that Corbyn might actually have got in, they've decided to cheat. Well, there you go. It's the end of Great Britain as we know it, because Scotland is not going to take this. Northern Ireland is not going to take this. Like, you know, those two are going to break away. Gibraltar is going to break away. You know, all that England's going to have left will be the Falkland Islands and a couple of like murky swamps in the Caribbean. They frittered it away. So, there you go. I know it's politics and all that, but like, you know, and I've been good, but I really am very depressed, you know. Still, what can I do? If I get myself fit and healthy again, I'll show them what I can do. You know, how about a little bit of insurrection? That's what this country needs. Anyway, I'll see you next time.